Hey guys, it is Xavvo, and welcome back to the second channel. It's me, Xavvo, and welcome back to the 34th, or is this the 35th? I think this is the 35th Minecraft episode now in Xavvo's mystical world. Now, guys, I have to say, actually, one thing. If you didn't see last video, there was some weird thing that happened at the end of our mining trip, because we actually started making a mine shaft, and I got hit with this weird glitch all over my screen, like 2 times in a row. It was like a periodic kind of timed glitch. It seemed like it had been, like, instructed to appear on my screen or something after encountering Emanon inside of the cave. I actually saw him for a second and he just completely disappeared. So it was like one of those Herobrine kind of sightings where someone comes out of invisibility mode and then goes back into it. I don't really know what the fuck happened, but long story short, actually, before actually starting this video... Oh, look! It's starting to snow. That's nice. It's not snowed in a while in this world, and I've not seen it in this texture pack. But anyway, back to what I was saying. I was actually, just before hitting recording here, when I booted my Minecraft world up, because what I do is I actually load the Minecraft world up, and then I get my camera set up, OBS, and then I will pause the game, and then I will hit record, and then come back into the world, and I'll just start the video. But when I booted this world up, initially, just about 3 minutes ago, some of that glitch just came back onto my screen again. It just started flashing. There wasn't any sound, funnily enough. At the end of last video, I was having some weird bleeping noises and shit when I had that stuff appear on the screen. But this time around, there was no sound. It was just like, it looked like what would have been remnants of another seizure attack on my screen that I didn't see last video because I, came off the world shortly after experiencing that. So that was just really bizarre. But anyway, yeah, so I'm honestly, I don't know whether to be scared about that because it's been maybe 4 or 5 days since I recorded the last video, and I've had time to kind of, play other games, Call of Duty and stuff for the main channel. So I've had a bit of time away from the game. I've kind of, gotten my courage back, but I'm not gonna lie, I was actually scared kind of shitless after that. Like, that fucking jump scared me. It was already bad enough seeing Emanon, but then next thing you know, fucking massive loud noise comes into my ears, and I've got all this horrific fucking stuff on the screen. Now, I didn't get to read it until I went into the editing process, because it was literally flashing on the screen for, I would say, maybe a few seconds. But essentially, what some of the stuff said on the screen was kind of like, I am here, that kind of shit, or Emanon is watching, something like, leave, you were warned, that kind of shit. Something along those lines anyway. I just really don't fucking know what to say. I mean, it's just weird because, like, as I've shown you guys many times, this is a single player world, and the only way I'd be able to add people in is if I click here, open to LAN. So right now, it's not even open. If I click open to LAN right now, and I just start a LAN world, only now can I check the players. There's nobody in here. So the fact that I have this weird haunting kind of shit going on with this Emanon guy, I mean, it just really, I'm not gonna lie, it kind of makes me uncomfortable because I really don't know what the fuck's going on, and it's not a mod because I don't have mods. I only have texture packs in this game. Something about this just has me completely baffled. I'm not even gonna lie, it's confusing as fuck. But yeah, so we've done a little bit of farming here. I think what we're gonna do in today's video, which I didn't say, sorry about that, because I was just kind of getting into the meat and potatoes about last video. What we're going to do in this video is we're actually going to continue mining. I know it seems kind of bold after what happened last time, but I'm certain that because it doesn't happen very often that we should actually be okay. As far as things go, really, I've not been attacked by Emanon since that video last year when I kind of went to save the dogs, because, well, one of the dogs had been stolen by Emanon, taken down to his secret cave, which was underneath the spider village or whatever he fucking called it, and I basically figured out where he was. I rescued him. He wasn't anywhere to be seen because, man's just a pussy apparently. He just hides from me. But I was getting hit on the way back when I was running away from the tunnel with the dog. I can't remember which dog it was I'd retrieved. I think it was Clyde, or it could have been Benny, actually. I'm not sure, but that was the only time he's ever attacked me, where I was running and I got hit as I was running back home. Just random hits of damage were coming off of me. I don't think this guy has even tried to challenge me, so he seems to be more of just a hassle in my world, just sort of a haunting, like a guy that just likes to fucking play pranks on me emotionally, mentally. It is what it is. Look, I'm not even going to try and worry about him today. I'm just going to try and get back to some mining. We have a lovely diamond pickaxe here, so really, we've got a lot of power right now with this pick. This pick is actually pretty good. So we should be sorted for the mining situation. The reason I wanted to do some more mining is because really, I know we've got like 7 pieces of iron, so we can craft a new pick and a sword or other stuff like that, backup stuff before we go back to the nether. But I actually just really want to get some more iron whilst we're at it and maybe some other stuff before we consider going back, because really, I just want to get as much stuff as possible because, you know, I don't want to just leave this mining project as just like a random thing that's on the side and I started it and then didn't finish it. So I want to kind of make a bunch of videos around this. I think after this video, though, we'll kind of lay off the mining-related videos for a bit and go back to the nether and stuff, because I do want to get my payback on those damned nether beings, the creatures of the nether, the blazes, because those guys, they made me lose all of my shit the first time. I'm not having that again. And honestly, it's kind of scary as well going to the nether now, because now that there's those weird pigmen with bow and arrows, or with, you know, well, not bow and arrows, they're actually crossbows, but crossbows or carrying swords. Like, when since was that a thing? Because I do not remember them being a thing in Minecraft. And it seems they must have been added within the past, like, year or something. Because I really don't think I've seen them before. But then again, in this past year or so since making this series, I've not been to the nether until this year, or whatever, the end of last year. So I don't think there was any reason for me to actually believe they were a thing. Anyway, right, okay. I was actually also thinking before recording this, because, you know, sometimes I kind of think about, like, the second channel and I think, it's a bit of effort because I'm kind of, like, already focused on uploading to the main channel. So that's 2 different channels I'm focusing on uploading to. But what I do that actually kind of gets me more psyched up and in the mood, if I'm not already in the mood to make a Minecraft video, is I just kind of think about Minecraft as it is. I just think about it and why it's a good game, why I should like it, and all that kind of stuff. And it really just kind of takes me back, you know, when I think about it. I'm just like, Minecraft. I just think of the logo, what the game is, you know, the characters Steve and Alex and those guys, and all the cool skins people used to make in the game, the ones with the capes and stuff, you know, the ones that were on Xbox 360, those ones, those real classic ones. I always just think back to just all the good old days, and then I was thinking, oh yeah, I remember when Minecraft used to be Pocket Edition on the tablet or the phone edition, and you had Nether Reactor cores. Let me know in the comments, do you remember Nether Reactor cores? Those are you are an OG if you remember those, because they were only a Minecraft Pocket Edition feature. Like, the Nether Reactor cores, they were basically just, for anyone who doesn't know, they were like these miniature demo versions of the Nether for people on Pocket Edition, because Pocket Edition didn't actually have the Nether in the end, like PC, you know, Java and stuff, for many, many years. So what they did as a way to kind of complement the game for Pocket Edition experience and give people a taster of what the Nether is like before they could actually fully insert the Nether into Minecraft, because it is a huge thing. Oh, we found some iron. Because it's such a huge thing, the Nether, and it requires, you know, traveling between 2 different dimensions in the game, which can take a lot of, like, processing, I guess, and a lot of storage and development. Because Pocket Edition wasn't that advanced, they gave you the Nether Reactor core, where you'd place, like, 4 pieces of gold spaced out by 1 between each of them. You'd fill the rest with cobble around it, and then inside of the space, like here, where you could face into it on all sides, you would have a gap, and then the Nether Reactor core would be in the middle, and then if you tapped it, it would glow red, and then it would start changing everything around it into Netherrack, and it would build this Netherrack castle. And what would happen was the Netherrack castle would start out of where the Nether Reactor core was. It would start throwing out bits of stuff like glowstone dust, quartz. It was really cool. Like, I really do miss those days, and it even spawned in pigmen. But on Pocket Edition, the pigmen used to have skeleton faces. So, like, they weren't like skeletons, like the actual Minecraft skeletons, but they kind of look like skeletons, but with, like, green, mossy, kind of rotting look over it. But that's what they used to look like on Pocket Edition at the time. They used to look like weird skeletal pigmen. They didn't actually look like the pigmen on PC version. But yeah, let me know. Do you remember that? Because, man, I miss that shit. I actually really miss the Nether Reactor core. That was such a cool time in Minecraft as a kid, just going and building those things. It was like, oh my god, I've finally got enough gold and I can make a Nether Reactor core, and then it'd be like, oh, I've got enough gold blocks to put on the corners, now I can physically build the structure. And then I'd get my brothers together and we'd all just stand around and say, right, you ready? We're gonna go into the Nether castle. Yeah, me and my brothers used to just spend loads of time just making Netherrack castles, you know, getting our fair share of loot, and then we'd take it all back to our little houses that were so eloquently built, you know, made of wood with some stairs going up to them, so the actual house house's first floor would be up a set of stairs. It was proper interesting how we used to build our houses. And then we would take inspiration from all these different Minecraft YouTubers, putting like sheared leaves around the outside, like bushes. I missed that shit, man. I used to really think I was like the best Minecraft builder as well when I was little. Like all my brothers would think, oh yeah, Will can build the best houses. And I was like, yeah, my houses are the coolest. I know how to make the coolest houses in Minecraft. And there was some truth to that. Out of all of us, they were definitely the best of all of us, but they were definitely not the greatest of everybody in existence, because they just weren't. Like, let's be honest, they were kids' Minecraft buildings. You can't expect them to be that good. Right, we've actually mined a fuck ton here, so I don't know if we're going to keep going down this tunnel, if we'll just go back to the surface and kind of dig a new tunnel, because we actually need to dig forward as well down the top tunnel. Maybe if it's a bit closer up to the surface, there might be more iron. I don't really know how iron works in this game, but I'm assuming that's maybe how it works, where you've got to have like a certain level nearer to the ground where iron's more likely to be. The way I'm trying to think of it is that, like, surely because iron is like metal and stuff, surely like iron on, because I'm thinking of, like, there is a chemical, right, called iron oxide. I'm not wrong about that, am I? I'm pretty sure oxygen and heat forms, like, metals in the ground. I'm really trying to think back, because my memory of, like, chemistry and stuff in school, it isn't great, let's just say that. I remember certain elements of it, because I'm not gonna lie, I actually was quite keen on chemistry when I used to be in high school. Like, everybody else really didn't give a shit that much. Everybody else was more interested in, like, biology of all the other lessons, and I was always more interested in just kind of, like, chemistry. I used to do really well in that, so fucking mini Walter White over here. Absolutely not. I would not be at the level of intelligence of that man. But yeah, I actually kind of liked chemistry growing up. I took a lot of interest in it. Granted, in the UK, our experiments were fucking piss poor. They were never interesting. Like, that was always like a joke people would make. Like, oh, if you're American, you're like exploding stuff and shooting these toothpaste bombs all over the room. But if you're in the UK, the best experiment you're going to see is a bit of lithium, or is it magnesium, lighting up bright white with a bit of fire. And that was it. That was the best thing you were gonna get to do in school. It's not wrong though. That was genuinely the experience a lot of the time. Like, a lot of the experiments were fucking boring. But then there was one experiment which our science teacher actually did, and we were allowed to watch it, but we weren't allowed to do it because it was quite dodgy. Where he was mixing these two things, and then out of the top of the boiling tube, I think it was, just like fucking foam just shot up everywhere, and it was like, whoa, why can't we do that? You know, like, I swear the teachers, they didn't let you have fun at all. Granted, I don't think it's really supposed to be fun. Chemistry is dangerous. It's fucking the combining, the compounding? Is it, did they say compounding or combining? Anyway, of chemicals, elements and shit, you know, it's dodgy. It's not supposed to be fun, but, you know. That's a little live tip for any kids. Don't play with chemicals. Don't play with chemicals, kids. It's bad for you. You could kill yourself. You could burn your hands off. You could blow your eyes out. You could blind yourself even. I mean, the fucking light that magnesium, I think it is magnesium. It's either magnesium or potassium. One of them makes a massive fucking bright light the moment you light on fire. And that shit is so bright, they actually advise you to wear goggles or just don't directly look at it. It's kind of crazy. I don't know why we've gone on a massive tangent now about chemistry, but yeah, it was about the iron, wasn't it? Minecraft iron. I'm sure we'll find some more if we keep mining up here, because, you know, it's basically just below kind of earth level. Like, it's not far down, it's in the hill. I don't know if this hill actually goes super deep in or not. And I'm not even sure if this is going to come out on the other side, because if you actually remember, this hill, which we're mining under, which has the igloo, we actually came over this mountain from the original spawn when we made this world, and I'm wondering if it'll come out on the other side where that spawn was. If it does, we can actually run a minecart right through here, and we could use it as like a travel to get through the other side. That would be pretty cool, actually. So anyway, so far we've gotten 15 iron. We're getting a decent amount. I'd say we're sort of all right here for iron. Like, at this point, we can basically make, well, we can't quite yet make a full set of armor. We could probably make a chest plate and some leggings, but then we wouldn't have maybe some backup iron tools as well. So I do actually want to get a little bit more, because this is the thing with Minecraft. I swear to God, iron just runs down like buggery. That shit just disappears in no time. Next thing, you need a new flint and steel, you need a new shears, or you need to craft a new sword, and before you know it, it's all fucking gone. I need iron because honestly, I'm thinking of doing a lot more stuff in this world that will use iron, like iron rails, and there's iron bars and stuff you can use to build really cool designs and stuff. Because I really want to like modernize this world after a while, you know, have some like lamps with lanterns and shit on them. That'll be really cool. Like, I'm not sure if I'd make this into like a city kind of thing, because, you know, obviously this is not a city. This is more like a typical sort of village kind of town design of a world that I'm going for. But it would be cool as well to kind of like pavement out the place with like those stone blocks, which is actually something I might start doing today, because look at all this cobblestone we got. We can turn this all into normal stone, and then normal stone can be turned into smooth stone, and smooth stone looks really nice as, you know, pavements. So I think we actually might start doing that today. That would be a really cool idea. But we're going to actually need a lot more coal as well whilst we're at it. So to make smooth stone, how do you do that? I can't remember if it was... Yeah, I don't think you can do it on here. Oh, normal stone makes into stone bricks. How do you actually make it? Maybe... Actually, wait. Yeah, you need a stone cutter.
Nope.
Okay, we've got a stone cutter, so we're actually going to put the stone cutter inside of our house. I don't want to keep it in the mine, because I'd rather keep it at home. That's probably where we're going to do the majority of our crafting. But yeah, we can actually, I think we use the stone cutter to make all of that good stuff. So I think what we'll do is we'll put it in here, and we'll put it there. That makes the most sense. It's one in each corner. And, oh, wait, that's another way of making more chiseled blocks. Now, how do I... Ah! Did I just hear a pig man? Hold on a minute. What the fuck was that? Ah! What the fuck? Holy shit, that made me jump. How did you get in here, brother? Walking through my fucking portal? What the hell's wrong with you? Oh, he dropped a piece of gold. Not too bad. Can you imagine if they're now going to attack me the moment I go through the nether? Like, somehow, dimensionally, through a barrier, they figured out that I've killed one of their kind. That would be kind of nuts. Oh, rotten flesh. Yummy. Yeah, that was super weird, that. What the fuck? I've not had a zombie pigman come through my portal in quite a while. That was a bit of a spook. I actually still haven't got anywhere to put my copper, actually. That should really be where we put it, because, you know, truth be told, we've actually got a bunch of other shit here that could probably go somewhere. Oh, we've got smooth stone slab. That must mean that I've got smooth stone, right? I don't remember how you make it. Do you just have to turn it into, like, those stone bricks and then turn it into smooth stone? There's a test. Make 4 of those. If I put those in there now... Oh, wait, no, it doesn't work. Great, I've just carved those into a bunch of stone bricks now that I don't need. Damn it. We could make the pavements out of this. That would be kind of cool, I suppose. But I was kind of actually hoping more that we would have smooth stone.
A few moments later.
Unless it was to smelt... Ah! That's it! That is it. You smelt this stone and then it turns into smooth stone. I've just fucking remembered. Well done, me. Right, you know what? We're not going to make all of our armor out of that. I'm going to make some of it out of gold, because we've got to put the gold to some use, because otherwise I'm going to use all my iron up. Leggings. You know what we'll actually do as well, whilst we're at it, is we'll enchant this gold so that it's actually stronger, because I'd actually rather have enchanted armor. There it is, lapis. But yeah, we're going to make enchanted armor. Unbreaking 2. Projectile projection. I like that. Okay, and then helmet. What can we make with that? Oh, it looks like we're just going to have to do protection 1. That'll do, though. And bam! We have got enchanted armor. Ooh, look at that. Yeah, enchanted armor. We do actually really need to finish this library as well. Look, it's really not finished. We've not even been focusing on this damn thing. The main trouble is not actually paper that we have in this world. It's actually leather. Like, we don't have enough leather. And we're going to need a lot more cows. So that's just something to keep in mind, but we are going to get back to that at some point. Now let's reorganize these chests, because this is kind of getting a little bit out of control here. We've got way too many blocks. Well, real quick, just move all this stuff to this chest. This is going to be our temporary throwaway chest for now. Oh, and also we could get a horse. I didn't even think about that. We've also got an iron horse arm. We've got a saddle. We could actually get a horse. A horse would actually be really useful for travel and stuff like that to get around the world, because I really want to explore more of this world in general, because it appears we haven't really been around our world very much. We've got a lot of stuff to be checking out. Other biomes, potentially. All that good stuff. We could even make maps, and then we can display the maps so we can see, you know, our general area. And we actually haven't fished in a while. I actually kind of want to do some fishing again. So I'm getting a whole lot of brainstorming here, guys. As far as building, stuff we can build, something else I actually kind of plan on building in this world is one of those mob spawners or whatever. I don't even know if they work the same way as they used to, where you'd make a massive tower, like a tube, and then you'd have a massive block at the top where all the zombies would spawn up there, and then they would walk down, and then they would fall to their death, and then it would basically give you stuff. Now, I don't know if that works the same way, and or if I'd have to incorporate some sort of fancy redstone contraption to crush mobs that spawn in the dark or something. I'm not really sure how the mechanics work nowadays for mob spawners, and if they even can work the same way as they used to. I've tried it in some of my other worlds before, on like, I think Xbox in the past how many years, and it doesn't work. It doesn't really work efficiently. It doesn't really do anything, so I'm just kind of worried about that. But the way that works as well also requires some iron, because for it to not disappear, you know, any of the loot, they have to actually fall to their death, and when they die, they land on the floor, which will actually be a 4x4 of hoppers, and it basically gets filtered down into a chest, and that's essentially how the whole strategy works. So I'm just hoping it still works the same way, because I really don't want to have to figure out some new technique, some groundbreaking technique that requires loads of redstone. Redstone is just kind of a faff, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, so that's where our copper's gonna go. So let's just quickly get one of these out. Copper. There we go. Voila! We have a copper chest. Not sure how much copper is going to end up in this chest. Truth be told, copper is a bit shit. So yeah, what we're going to do to finish the rest of this video off is actually before we sleep. Look at that! Northern Lights! Isn't that beautiful? God damn. We're going to make a bunch of smooth stone, because I think that'll be really cool to start making some footpaths. Okay, let's see. Oh, we've got some more of that. Oh, a bunch of normal stone. Yeah, smooth stone. So we can probably make a fuck ton of that. We're just going to need, you know, obviously more coal. Smelt as much of that as we possibly want, because we've got tons of cobblestone in these chests. So much so that it really needs to disappear. We need to get rid of that shit, because it's just so much of it. Oh, more iron. Nice. I'm really hoping we find some more coal, though, as well. Not gonna lie. Let's have a look. Is there anything good here? Oh, there's more. So you've always got to check around as well, because if you actually miss a spot, you could actually miss a lot more iron than you realize there could be in the area. Hold up, guys. Wait a minute. We've just found a ravine. Dude, that is literally right below my tunnel. I'm kind of worried now. Hang on. I don't really want to fall into a cave now. I'm not sure if we're going to cover this over or if we're actually going to head down here. It looks like I've already been down there, though. There's torches. So I think this actually joins up with part of the cave we've already explored in the past, which is down Creeper Cave, right? I don't know. Should we go down there? Because I think there might actually be some coal down there if we check. This is actually a bit of a drop. Okay, can we... Yep. Oh, God, there's so much coal down here. This was the place we went to and we didn't even get the rest of the coal from. Look at all this. Coal jackpot. Oh, my goodness. Look at all this XP. Ah, it's beautiful. You don't realize how much you love coal until you need it. I swear to God, it's like one of those things in Minecraft you just take for granted. You look at it and you think, coal, I don't care about that. It's boring. I want iron. I want diamonds. I want redstone. And then as soon as you run out of coal, it's like looking for it seems to be like the biggest difficulty on Earth. I don't know why that is. And then all of a sudden now we've just found this cave boot-loaded with it. Like, what the fuck? Oh my God. Guys, we're suited and booted for days. I do actually, again, I want to build more places that you can go to in this world. I actually, again, want to make a bakery. I think right near the start of the series, actually, last year, I said that I was going to plan to make a bakery in my Minecraft world. And that is still on the agenda. Like, I've absolutely not given up on that idea. It's going to happen. Somewhere to make loads of lovely cakes and stuff like that. I don't think you can really make a whole lot other than cakes or cookies in this game. in terms of baking, but it'll be super cool anyway, just to have somewhere to put all that stuff so we can produce it in masses. We'll absolutely be booted up. Once we find a jungle and we get all those goddamn cocoa beans, you know, I'm gonna be cooking cookies for days. They're like one of my favorite snacks in real life. If it ain't watermelons, I'm eating fucking cookies. That is literally one of my go-to Minecraft meals. Oh god, the thought of just advancing this world and getting so many animals as well, having a beef factory, pork factory, everything like that, so we can just have a massive slaughter farm. I think I saw that in, like, I don't know if it was Stampy or someone else's world. They basically would breed a bunch of these mobs, and then what would happen is they would every so often come back to the farm, and then they would hit a piston that would just crush them all, and then it would just make it all into meat. It'll all just kind of get shipped off into a bunch of hoppers or whatever. So I'm thinking that's what we're going to probably do. It sounds like animal abuse, but believe me, it's not. It's ethical. It's ethical. It's all for survival. This is the spawn, right? That's, yeah, the spawn was up there. So I think our tunnel actually will end up coming out of here. Hey, what the fuck is that? Is that a snow fox? Hello, Mr. Snow Fox. Hello, buddy. We're just going to quickly go and put a bunch of this into the furnaces, start smelting those into stone and then smooth stone, all that good stuff. And next video, we'll make our brave trip back to the Nether whilst this stuff all smelt. That way we can, you know, balance two different things at once. That'll kind of like be, you know, the most practical in terms of, you know, passing time. Let's just stick all these in here. Let the smelting begin. So anyway, guys, that is going to conclude it for today's Minecraft video. We've been doing a bit of enchanting. We've been doing some smelting, some more mining. If you guys did enjoy, be sure to drop a like on this video for your boy. It helps me out, and it makes me happy. Also, leave a comment if you want, again, to help with the algorithm. Let me know, again, like I said before, did you play OG Pocket Edition, and do you remember the whole Nether Reactor core thing? Thank you again for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next episode. Bye, guys.